heard of a prairie dog? Prairie dogs are not really dogs, they're actually rodents. The prairie dog gets its name from its warning call when a predator appears. It sounds somewhat like a bark. They are found in the grasslands of Northern America. There are a few animals with the prefix prairie in these grasslands, including the prairie dog, prairie chicken, prairie rattlesnake, etc. Prairie dogs live in groups in burrows. They are social animals that are very alert and keep their home guarded. If a single predator comes to the burrows, then many prairie dogs will die, and the group will have a little trouble finding food. These many prairie dogs split off in small groups to collect food, water, and other important things and bring them to the colony. Prairie dogs are pretty smart creatures that can plan out their and their neighbors' burrow design. Keep in mind that the prairies are completely flat areas, so it isn't easy to camouflage their burrows. However, they will try their best to keep their burrows safe and camouflaged with the terrain. When prairie dogs are scouting for resources, some prairie dogs stay at the colony to alert any predators incoming when the scouters return. If there is a predator, the scouters, after getting close enough, will stop heading to the burrows and scatter away quickly. Their social activity has benefited them highly. Prairie dogs usually make their burrows on large rocks so that predators do not spot the burrow. They also climb on these rocks to look for any danger, food, and other things. Prairie dogs require a fiber-rich diet for their health, and they get this food from roots, weeds, and blossoms. Prairie dogs also like stealing wheat from farmers, and they like potatoes a lot too. So if you live in North America, then you can have yourself a pet prairie dog. Anyways, if a predator manages to spot the burrows, then the prairie dogs will bark like they never barked before. Prairie dogs will bark very loudly to alert everyone in the area. Shortly after, all the prairie dogs will spark off away from the predator. Of course, there will be a few sacrifices, but they can relocate their burrows very easily. However, in this case, the prairie dogs won't relocate their burrows. They will return to the burrows, but they might get revenge on the predator later on. If it returns back to the burrows, then the prairie dogs will be ready this time, and they will throw rocks at it, which they sharpen with their teeth. Wow, imagine the pain that it felt. Yeah, it won't come back next time for another beating. Through this behavior, prairie dogs are progressing very quickly and their numbers are very advantageous against predators. However, if an entire group of predators arrive, the prairie dogs will have no chance and will have to flee. Prairie dogs run super fast, around 35 miles per hour. Their speed is, of course, surprising. At this rate, Usain Bolt has absolutely no chance. It's just fact by now that almost all animals can outspeed Usain Bolt with ease. However, sometimes prairie dogs can have a lot of trouble with predators. Take, for example, the golden eagle. They are one of the rivals of prairie dogs. Most people know about the savages that are golden eagles, but let me give an introduction. They live in high mountains and occasionally come down to cause havoc. They are amazing in flight and desire to eat almost any terrestrial mammal. I'm not kidding. They eat deer, sheep, cows, and other livestock. Of course, this includes prairie dogs. Although prairie dogs are clever, they cannot do much in a situation like this one. Honestly, everyone knows who has the high ground here. The golden eagle can swoop down at them anytime with no warning. Once a prairie dog is grabbed with its talons, it has almost no chance. A prairie dog can't bite the talon as the golden eagle would catch it turned over. At this point, it's helpless. The prairie dog will be taken to its nest and be fed to its offspring. Wow, I thought bald eagles were better. Anyways, this can really harm the colony. If the golden eagle comes back subsequently, then the prairie dogs might have to abandon their homes. This will be sad for the prairie dogs, but living in such a place, food scatters will be eaten as soon as they arrive home, meaning more death. But relocating isn't as easy as I said. Building a home when predators could be lurking anywhere is very dangerous. It's hard work building a home already, and the predators will make it even harder. But in the end, it always pays off. The colony will continue living in harmony for the next few years until another golden eagle shows up and doesn't leave. See you later.